Good morning, YouTube. Let me see if I can clear up the darkness here. Right. That shattered. See if I can pull some of the light. Sorry, guys. Let's see what I can do about the lighting here. That's a little better. Alrighty, guys. Sorry, I am here to the inside today. I had surgery yesterday. It went horribly, horribly wrong. So I have no pain meds. I went through major surgery and had my gallbladder and stuff removed. Right there. And yeah, they sent me home with no pain meds. So we're going to do kind of a large dab of this Liberty Haze Blue Dot and Irene app. It's a 3 mixture, and that's today's plan. Let me pull some of this out. I broke it. It landed on my hair. We are going to be reviewing a concentrate, and then I am going to be out of here and going back to bed. So if you can give me just a quick second to share this feed out to the world and do my introduction, because I haven't even done that yet. It has been fun this morning. So, sorry. There it is. I should have the volumes all turned down. Hey, Ken Grant, how you doing? I'll show that. Let's see. Boop, boop. Good afternoon from Dallas. Smoking every day. Fuck racism. Fuck depression. Absolutely, I'm all about that. You know it, brother. It's okay about the language. I get it. Oopsie, I hit a wrong button and I don't know how to fix it. Maybe that. Yes. Oh well. Oh, I am hoping to feel better too, my friend. So let's get this feed shared out to the world, and then I will get this going. So, hi guys. My name is Nicola Dickens. This is Free Mike here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. Sorry, we are in the kitchen today. I am really not feeling so good, so at least this way I can leave this up and possibly do another review today. So as this one wears off, because I am sure I'm going to need to smoke. So let's go ahead and get this shared out to the world. Alrighty, one done. Let's do some more. As soon as I get this shared out, we're going to jump into this review. That's my thing, but I do like to make sure that I share it out to the world, so if anybody else wants to join us, they have ample opportunity to do so. So give me just a moment and I will be done. Almost done, just a few more left. I know this is the tedious part, and I apologize for that because it is extremely tedious. And one more and we are done. Watch her. Sorry guys, I am getting this done. Today we are reviewing Liberty Haze, Blue Dot, and Irene app. Lead, clear the video, and sharing. Okay, we are back. Oh, I'm done. Whoop whoop. Okay, glad you have the MMJ. Oh yeah, me too. But one thing I do want to talk about today with the MMJ and with surgery and medicine, and any type of medicine, this is only going to take away a small portion of my pain. Physical pain is a hard one to get, and that's why a lot of people, that's why a lot of people get addicted to it, is because there's a lot of things that we've tried to take that doesn't work, it doesn't help us, and we don't have that relief. One of the things that popped into my mind yesterday after I had done surgery and was sitting in recovery was, oh my God, I completely understand why people are signing these suicide pacts. I get it. This pain is excruciating. This pain is just absolutely, I don't like it, any of it. The surgery, the recovery time on the surgery is probably about a week or two. It's not bad. They say that you don't need pain medicine after about 3 or 4 days of doing this. That is also a doctor that gave me that information. I will give you the information once I'm done, so I'm going to kind of do a diary and track all of my symptoms and see where they start falling off without pain meds, because that's where I'm stuck at. And then I'm going to put a diary on how well this has actually helped. What is my actual percentage of being able to drop my pain? So that's what we're looking at. Willy Wonka 420, nice to see you, darling. Shannon O'Brien, yes. Everybody's here. You know, I really hope to be doing better too. My poor husband had to deal with me screaming and yelling at nurses yesterday, and that I did do, because they kept trying to call all of my other doctors instead of the doctor that did the surgery, because the doctor that did the surgery was like, I don't want to help her. So they were trying to call all of my other doctors, which I feel personally that is the most unprofessional thing that could be done. Now, if you want to call my other doctors and check and make sure that they haven't given me any other medications, I'm good with that. Be my guest, check it all day long. But in my particular case yesterday, he didn't check. He told my husband he was going to give me Tylenol 3. I have that at home. It doesn't work. It's for other symptoms. And then he didn't even write for the Tylenol 3 because he had a problem getting the prescription to go through. So that's where I'm at now. So I'll be calling the doctor again because this is bad. Once the gas itself starts to go away, so if the gas goes away the next day or two, I'm not going to call them. I'll deal with it. But what they do is they pump your abdomen full of this gas. And basically that gives them the room to be able to do the surgery that they want to do, is take pictures and all that other stuff. So I went ahead and let them do I had pictures taken yesterday. This is what it looks like when it's in your gallbladder, or when they have to go in for your gallbladder. Which I think is kind of cool that they sent them home with me. I'm trying to keep my name out of here, sorry. So it is kind of cool to be able to look back and see what that all looks like and what it looks like in your body. So for that, I'm extremely grateful. I love when they do those pictures. A lot of details, absolutely. You know something? One of the biggest things that I like to do is make sure that everybody knows I'm doing what it is that I set out to do with this channel. I always write up my reviews. So that is a huge thing for me. My reviews have to be written up in my book. So yes, detail is very important. After laparoscopy, I was told I wouldn't need any time off. The doctor said, indeed, I could play tennis if I wanted to. Yeah, right. The gas is worse. The gas is absolutely horrendous. So, and they're like, oh, just burp, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Let me tell you, it doesn't work. So as always, guys, fuck cancer and fuck pain. I waited a little too long, so we're gonna heat this up. So yeah, no, I am so happy you guys are here every day with me. It makes my day worth it, I swear. One of the things that I've discovered is that being at home all day by myself can get depressing. It can get hard to deal with my own issues. And that's something, Ken, I want to talk to you specifically about. I want to make sure that you're getting outside every day, enjoying a little bit of that sunshine. So that sunshine is very, very important to being able to feel good and to get some of those depression thoughts out of your head. So even if it's just to go outside to sweep the patio or just to sit and drink a little bit of coffee, I want you guys to make it outside every day and enjoy a little bit of that sun, because that's what we all need. Does farting help? LOL, I'm just playing. Yeah, they do tell you to fart. And yeah, sometimes it does help. Yeah, sometimes it does help, but once it gets up into here, you can't fart it anymore. You've got to wait for it to dissipate, or you've got to wait to burp it out, which sucks. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into this review. This is Liberty Haze, Blue Dot, and Irene app. The gas, Shannon O'Brien says the gas is worse the first day. The CO2 in the abdomen must be absorbed by your tissues. The second day it will be much better, and then the third day it will be almost gone. Good morning, glad to see you're up and doing okay. Thank you, Shannon. Actually, I would have to say, in my particular case, the pain is worse today with the gas than it was yesterday. Purely because, and the reason why I think that is because they loaded me up with so much pain medicine that even when I got home last night, I was uncomfortable, but I wasn't like this. So, and that was just, you know, from all of the pain meds they gave me, because before I wasn't even fully awake and they were pumping that stuff into me. I guess I was moaning and I was crying in the freaking recovery room, and I wasn't even awake. I wasn't even coherent. So, just from the pain. So why he chose to do this, I don't know. But I can tell you that by the time anybody wanted to talk to him and I was fully awake, he had already left the hospital. He had already left the hospital and gone probably golfing for all I know. So yeah, Shannon O'Brien says lying down helps. Yes, I will be lying down right after this review. So it is, I agree, lying down does help. If you have any over-the-counter medications like Tylenol or ibuprofen, those will help as well. It will not take it all away, and that's okay. My throat is still really, really scratchy from them tubing me yesterday. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Not. So Liberty Haze is a 50-50 indica, or 50-50 hybrid. It comes from ChemDog G13. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have a couple of Netflix movies that I've been wanting to watch, a documentary and something else. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to plug my Chromecast into my TV in my room, take off my jacket, lay down. I have my jacket on. So you guys know that I was up working on the roof on Sunday and decided that it was sunburn time, I guess. I don't know. So for those of you that were asking about the burn, yeah, it's there. It's so I got some sun this weekend, and yeah, that sucker hurts. If I take that off. So yeah, it's been fun. So I had planned on sitting down and watching Netflix. So it comes from ChemDog G13. It has a 15 to 21% THC level and about a 2% CBD level. This is light golden brown. It's really good. It has an earthy, skunky, woody, sweet flavor to her. So it won the Cannabis Cup during the 2011 High Times Cannabis Cup. It produces a strong cerebral high that lasts on your body for a very long time. It has an earthy and musky aroma and a terpene taste that is a blend of earthy, pine, and skunky flavor. Effects are calm, euphoric, happy, focused, and relaxing, creative, giggly, and tingly, energizing, and happy, medicinally to treat depression, chronic pain, arthritis, pain, anxiety, and stress, nausea, fatigue, and migraines. And then we're going to put on there whether or not it is good for chronic pain after surgery. So that's the plan. The anxiety or the negative effects of this. Oh, there's more. Sorry. There's anxiety and stress, nausea, fatigue, migraines, multiple sclerosis, and PTSD. I apologize. There was more. Negatives of this are dry eyes and mouth. That's not too bad. You know, these two negative effects I take a couple of medications on a regular basis that I find absolutely hilarious. That the negative effects of it is the same disease that I have. So it causes the same thing that I have, but it's the treatment. How does that work? How can a medication cause what you have, but it's safe? Please, if somebody knows the answer to that, let me know. Yes, I get that it doesn't happen in a lot of people, and I get that it's just going to bring those symptoms out in people that are pre-exposed to it. However, you're prescribing a medication for the disease I already have, that it's going to cause it. So my other question having been, is it going to make my condition worse? So that's the questions that I want you guys to start thinking of and asking. So Blue Dot on Irene Skunk. I kind of clumped these two together, so it's going to be kind of a weird review. So this one was made from White Widow, Skunk, Big Bud, and Northern Lights number 5. Users describe the Dot High as one that is intensely uplifting and euphoric, with borderline overwhelming waves of creative energy that leaves your body focused and ready to tackle your day. The effects are energized, euphoria, giggly and happy, hungry, motivated, and uplifted, medicinally to treat chronic stress, depression, fatigue, nausea, chronic pain, arthritis, loss of appetite, PMS, and PTSD. Okay, that one was a long one. Every now and again, I start getting these cramps that come up through here, and I'm like trying to breathe through it, and it sucks. You might be in Vegas for a wedding next month, Ken. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that'd be awesome if you could come out and see me, and we could smoke together and talk a little bit, because I would really love to know that you're feeling better and that things are getting better with you. But Vegas is a couple of hours away, or a few hours away, not a couple, a few. It's about 3.5 hours, I think. I haven't been there in a while, and I have to go back to Tucson for treatment, so money's been tight, so I can't drive there. So I'm sorry. But if you're ever around, I would really, really love to sit down and have a conversation with you. You've had a lot of interesting and cool ideas on here, and I don't know, you're part of my family now. You're part of this family now, and I want to make sure that you're okay and you're not going to hurt yourself ever, and that you're going to make sure you keep getting that professional help, and it's all great, because you're just an amazing person. You really are. And you have a lot to share with this world, and I honestly believe that. I would love to be able to sometime do the PTSD end of these reviews and see how it helps some of our veterans out there. And I know that in like Arizona and California, well, I know for sure California, that you can be a military, PTSD is one of those things that they do cover, and that you can get your medical license with it. I also know that dispensaries give a constant discount for veterans. However, I know you live in Dallas, and that's not, feasible for you right now. I wish it was. God, I wish it was. Are you meeting Peridium? No. Peridium, yeah, actually I am. You are so correct. Peridium is one of those, and it was one that I read that says it will cause the same disease that you have, which I think is absolutely crazy. Why would somebody want to take the same medicine for the disease that they have? Yes, you are absolutely correct, Shannon. It was the one I was thinking of. There's another one that I've noticed is with a lot of the depression or anti-anxiety medications. Those two also will cause like suicide effects or suicide tendencies, or you'll hear those suicidal thoughts in your head. It does cause, it's one of the side effects of it. So I've always been like, what the hell? I don't understand. So we're going to do kind of a hot and hurtful dab here. See how we get some real good effects. And to be honest with you, after that last dab, that would have been my 4th dabs of the day, because I've already done a couple of dabs. I can honestly tell you that when I'm just sitting here, as long as I'm not breathing, the pain is okay. So when I start to take that deep breath, then it really hurts. So smoking kind of hurts. But that's also every time that when I have to breathe, I'll take a pause and then do my breath and then go. Because that's one of the things that is really, it hurts to do that deep breath. But when I'm just sitting here kind of like this, without breathing, it doesn't hurt anymore. So the cannabis is helping in that aspect. But we all kind of have to breathe. This is the dab that keeps on giving, let me tell you. Sorry, trying to heat and read doesn't work very well. Let's see. When I was in SoCal a couple of years ago, I did a couple of dispensary shops and I got a military discount. Yeah, I think most places do military discounts now, which I think is really cool. I took it for years, almost weaned off of it now. A quarter tab a night. Oh, of pain medication? Yeah, I'm sadly completely off of pain medicine right now, except for Tylenol that I took over the counter. And yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. But even that, I said I didn't want anything, and I have said for quite some time now, I don't want anything stronger than like a Percocet or a Vicodin. And at that, there, he even said, that when they do these types of surgeries, and I went into this surgery, him telling me that he was going to prescribe 3 days worth of Percocet. That's what he said. He was gonna, and I was good with that. I'm okay with that. I don't want to be on it here at home. And I told everybody that, they all know. But don't tell me you're gonna give me something and then turn around and not give me anything. That's not kosher. I smoked for my body last Tuesday. How did it help for your mind? How did it work on your mind when you smoked? That's one of the biggest questions that I have for you. Shannon O'Brien, but yeah, coming off from it was informative. I found I was better when I was 75% off, but miserable when worn off. Yeah, I get that. I had an addiction to it for many, many, many years. And cannabis helped me wean off. I would not have been able to get off of those Percocet or Vicodin, other than being cut off by the doctor, without the cannabis. I used quite a bit of cannabis for many years to wean myself off of it. The cravings are bad at times and better at others. I still get those cravings for like the IV medications, because you get a taste and then you want it. So I've always been afraid that my body would then start, reacting to that and start forcing me to get sick, because I had those cravings for those for that IV fluid and that IV medicine. But I never used street drugs or anything like that. Yeah, and I did gradually decrease myself off of pain meds, and the end was the worst. And I don't have pain all the time. Well, let me rephrase. I do have pain all the time, but I can control that pain with with cannabis medication. This pain is harder to control. Oh no! The question was, how did it work mentally for you? When you smoked last week. I know it's tough for you to be able to smoke because you're in Dallas, but mentally, where were you at when you smoked? Yeah, cannabis is absolutely key. I even have some Rick Simpson oil in the freezer right now, freezing itself, so that way I can eat that here in a few minutes, and hopefully, you know, I'll eat that and then I'll go lay down, and hopefully I won't have any pain at all. Okay. No, he moved. So yeah, it's just good. It's just good. Ah, damn it, we're supposed to do hot and hurtful. That's what I get for talking. I end up talking and then I forget what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and heat this sucker back up again, and then we will get that hot and hurtful. This banger cools down too quickly. Okay, you're just trying to relax and be calm. And did it work? It worked for that? Yes? No, maybe so? Hell yeah, okay. Awesome. That's what I was looking for. See here, vets are allowed it. And their whole thing was they were afraid that if they went to the VA and they had cannabis in their system, that they would lose their benefits. Well, the VA here said, no, we'll give it to you. Not a big deal. What I would love to see, I can't get that off the ground if I put it there. What I would love to see is that if you're a military person, or any of us should be able to claim medical marijuana on our insurance. Insurance should be paying for this. If it's medical marijuana. If it's recreational, then no. But medical marijuana, I believe, should be paid for by your insurance. The insurance nowadays, the way that they're screwing everything up, they should be allowing cannabis, in my opinion. And I do know of a couple of cases that did win in court and did get insurance to cover. As always, guys, fuck cancer. I find that certain strains make my PTSD worse. Heavy sativas, intrusive thoughts and flashbacks worse for me. Me too. Me too. That's why I don't do it. Well, I do sativas, but I try to get more of a heavier indica for me. For my significant other, my husband, I get him the sativas. So I still review both, but I usually will smoke a bowl of indica after this just because of how you're feeling. I tried OG Kush for PTSD. It helped balance the anxiety and dissolved and desolate feelings, but I'm totally AT&T lightweight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to work my way up to it too. But I will tell you that the Rick Simpson oil helped me get myself up there. I'm like, what? I need Blue Dream was good for PTSD, but didn't help me. Okay. So have you found have you been able to try any of the strains that I have reviewed? Obviously OG Kush. And OG Kush would be good for that. But any of these others, because I have several that are not only indica related, but they're also PTSD related. And I wasn't in the military. However, as a child, my mother didn't want me. She didn't like me, and she made it very clear. So I was abused, sexually, physically, and emotionally throughout the first 20 years of my life. So, well, technically 8 to almost 19 years of my life, because I moved out the minute I could. I moved out when I was 18 years old. So it was a lot better. And then I had to deal with all of the problems that happened and the phone calls and everything else, because it was difficult. And then it was a complete lack thereof phone calls. So first it was my mom, and first it was my mom with the phone calls, and then it was nothing from my dad. So it was, you know, I don't know, a messed up time. And I do believe that a lot of these strains help, but one of the things that helps me the most is this channel. Being able to talk about it with you guys and tell you what I've gone through, and being able to get it off my chest has been really, really amazing. And for that, I want to thank you guys. Shin, yeah, childhood abuse too. You know, it was a different time back then. A very different time back then. If a parent was caught doing something to their kid, unless it was extremely, extremely, extremely bad, the kids were left there. I'd seen police officers, I've seen kids that got beaten, bloody, like me, and kids were left there because the parents said, oh, this kid he was in a school fight, or he was whatever, he got into a fight at school and I grounded him, so he got mad and he called the police. And so they left the kid in the home, and that was done a lot. Abuse was way different. We suffered through a lot of abuse that wasn't recognized. And that's hard. That's hard for a lot of us, and a lot of us end up with nightmares from this. I blocked it out. I don't know how, but I was able to block out all of those bad memories. Yeah, I ended up with domestic too, with my first and second husband. Don and I technically are not married. I say it on all my channels because I've gotten a lot of horrible things sent to me because I was single. So, or not because I was single, but because I wasn't married. So that's how that works. Don and I we don't really kind of believe in marriage, but it turned out it was just for my peace of mind, because I was getting horrible pictures. I mean, come on, guys. I only favor hybrids and sativas, and that is good because that's most of what you're going to find on the shelf. I prefer, personally, most of my top 10 list is pure indicas. And the reason for that is because I like a pure indica. Most people don't, because it has a really yucky taste to it, but the effects are amazing. So it does have a really bad taste though. Even a full bred, you can tell a full bred hybrid, or you can tell a full bred smoke from a hybrid smoke purely on the taste, because the taste is bad. So yeah. So that is it for today, guys. I am going back to bed. Oh, I got another comment. Hold on. My psychiatrist is trying to diagnose me with complex PTSD because of the trauma happened over and over, like childhood abuse, followed up by adult-like abuse, or by abusive partners. Sorry, I'll be able to read. It's not as recognized as PTSD. Rod Myers, hi darling, how you doing? Nice to see you. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. Mad love to all of you, and I will see you tomorrow.